sequence of our wedding video consists of a montage of photographs. First of me, then of my wife, then of the two of us, tracking our lives from our separate childhoods until we met. In the first few, the boy poses without embarrassment, pinching his own fat cheeks and offering the camera a wide smile. In the 6th grade picture, though, the boy has changed. A sudden growth spurt, a new set of glasses, the circumference of softballs, and my smile had fallen, scrunched down. My wife paused the video and looked at me. I know. I'd heard it 100 times. My smile's gone. No, it's not that. She kept looking at me, eye to eye. She held my hand. It's your eyes. You're so... Was that when it happened? Childhood is a time of innocence, hope, and carefree living, but this definition fails to fit children who go through trauma. As any survivor knows, trauma can turn everyday situations into fear and confusion. Anthony explains how his childhood trauma follows him into adulthood in I Said Yes, by Anthony Frame. I was asleep in my friend's bed. He decided to sleep in the hammock in his backyard. I stumbled sleepily inside, anticipating the holiday fireworks and classic rock blasting from his dad's stereo. I was between sleep and wakefulness when his father came into the room. I heard the shuffle of his feet first, then the bottle slipping, bouncing off the hardwood floor. He coughed, he swore, and I tried to keep my eyes shut, thinking that he just wanted to see that I was sleeping comfortably. But he groaned as I felt his weight fall at the foot of the bed. It sounded like wolves at the zoo, and I could feel him as his weight shifted. As he leaned over me, he brushed his fingers across my cheek. When I opened my eyes, his beard was inches from my face, damp with sweat and stale beer. I could smell on his breath. His eyes were wide, and they scanned my face, my mouth. His lips started off as a straight line, then curved into a crescent moon smile. He brushed his fingers along my shoulder, down my chest, pulling the blanket off as he went. I opened my mouth, but he put a finger to his lips. Shh, it's okay. I'm gonna show you something. One hand over my mouth, he pulled the blanket off. Don't worry. We're gonna make you a big boy. I turned my head, breathing hard and fast at the moon through the window somewhere nearby. Flashes of fireworks broke through the darkness. He kept whispering wetly the whole time, beer-stained spit dripping on my face, his grin growing. I'm gonna show you something. We're gonna make you a big boy. Didn't that feel good? In high school, I tried to hide in plain sight. My voice quiet, my every move completely average, even my grades. I surrounded myself with loud friends around whom I could become invisible. 2 sophomores were just messing around with the freshmen on our cross-country team. Fred held him against the wall. I grabbed his shoe and tossed it to Matt, Stephen trying to catch the shoe as it floated above his head. He was laughing, enjoying the game, or at least enjoying somehow being included. Matt nudged him on the shoulder and told him he was a good sport. Stephen crouched on the ground, smiled up at us. His grin wide, his hair scattered across his face from all the jumping. I hated him. Suddenly, I hated how small he was. I hated how willing he was to play along. I hated his weakness. Before I knew what I was doing, top of him. I shoved him hard. I knelt on top of him, shouting, "Grow up, asshole!" I kept pushing him against the ground, even as I heard him crying. Matt and Fred pulled me off him, shouting at me, but I was gone, watching myself watch Stephen picking himself off the ground and wiping the tears from his eyes. The assistant coach came outside, dragged me into his office, and as he screamed at me, I started sobbing. I couldn't explain myself because I didn't understand. I had never felt that kind of rage before. I couldn't comprehend what had happened. In between my tears, I tried to apologize, but it felt like a hand was pressed over my lips. I prayed the coach would see, prayed that he'd hear the fireworks in my head and tell me everything would finally be okay. He looked at me and shook his head. Pathetic. Tell me, do you feel like a big man now? In our junior year, we threw a party at Aaron's house. Just the 5 of us with pizza and pay-per-view. After everyone had passed out, I struggled to sleep. The batting of the couch seemed to dig into my legs. But Kate came downstairs. Said she needed to smoke and asked if I wanted to keep her company. Outside, the air had turned crisp. We watched the stars fading in and out behind the city's atmosphere. Kate lit her cigarette. Insomnia's a bitch, huh? She rubbed her arms, covered in goosebumps. I wished I had a jacket for her. Wished for better arms, for hands that could hold her. I blamed my dad. I'm pretty sure he was the only one happier than me when I started growing these tits, if you know what I mean. She then looked at me, and I saw my face reflected in the brown surface of her eyes. You really do know what I mean, don't you? I said yes. To everyone. Every time. When my wife asked, just before we started dating, if I was straight, I said yes. When a few weeks later she asked if I was a virgin, I said yes. I said yes when she asked if I was okay after I told her about the man and the blanket and the fireworks. I said yes. It's always seemed easier. Because I'm still that 11-year-old boy and I love to smile, but that hand is still covering my mouth. I said yes. Because I'm lucky. I said yes, I'm okay because I know the statistics, because it only happened once, and because I didn't die by my own hand or anyone else's. I said yes. Because I don't know how to tell the woman that I love that death is never the goal. It's just the obvious outcome of trying to carve my body into something less dangerous. I said yes. Because I'm sick of using my past as a crutch to explain the present, because everything feels like being trapped in a spider's web, and at the center is a pair of softball-sized glasses. And I don't know if I'm strong enough to push through. But I say yes, because I have to hope someday I will be